Hi everyone. This is going to be a strange video, but I'm trying to multitask. So I'm cooking dinner and I'm going to be talking to you. So bear with me if you can't hear me or if you just hear weird sounds. I'm just chopping vegetables. So I just wanted to give an update to my life, what's been going on, the season that I think I'm in, and how I'm dealing with it, and how I'm trying to move forward and just grow. So the last time I spoke to you guys, so I was doing reaction videos to old videos that I had made before I was saved, and how I've changed in my thinking, and how I was trying to show how people could be being deceived now if that's how they're thinking. And I was just trying to show evidence of, that I was exactly the same, and I came from such a strange background of New Age thinking, which isn't that strange. I feel like nearly every testimony that I have watched on YouTube has been from someone that went from New Age or witchcraft type beliefs and has now become Christian. So I just wanted to show video evidence of myself thinking that way. So it's a bit of an update. My husband and I went on a trip to New Zealand. So we've been back home for a week now, maybe just over a week. And I'm just gonna be really honest, it wasn't the best holiday that we've ever had, and that's not anything to do with the country we were in. New Zealand was spectacular. It was so beautiful, and what I found happening was that it was a bit of a challenge to our relationship while we were there. I mean, it was our first overseas trip together, and it just really brought out a few different sides, not that we've never seen before, but just something that sides that you wouldn't think would come out while you're on holiday, because it's meant to be a time of relaxation and getting away from reality, which is what we were trying to do, because I never take time off work. I'm always working, most days of the week, night shift, every week for the year. I rarely take time off unless I'm sick or unless I'm going away on a small trip, which isn't very often. So yeah, we were kind of butting heads a bit. We were arguing over things that I thought that we had gotten past, and it was just a bit it ruined it a little bit. It ruined the trip a little bit. So in regards to my walk with God and what I think is going on, he's taken away so much of the heavy things that were distracting me in a lot of ways. So drugs, marijuana for sure. I've been off marijuana for 2 years now, and that's something I never thought I would be able to say. I was so heavily addicted to marijuana, I couldn't even go to work without being high. I would wake up, smoke weed, do it all day, all the way into the night till right before I went to bed. And it has taken a good year to really find myself again sober, and it's been refreshing, and it's been great. And I find now, and I'm not gonna lie, I have smoked weed a few times. I do it occasionally when I just feel like I need to relax. But in saying that, every time that I have, it's just given me this strange feeling. I feel, every time I go and do it again, I feel like I'm out of control. I'm not in control of my thoughts, and I feel sick, and I just feel I don't like it. I don't like feeling out of control and not in my own right mind now. And I understand completely why God says we should be sober-minded. because it's hard to make decisions as an adult, important decisions, and when you're not sober, and it affects the way you do things and the choices that you make. And I take full responsibility now. I'm cutting onions right now, so this could be hilarious on video because I'm probably gonna get really teary, so that's probably not a good idea that I did that, but oh well, we're here, aren't we? Yeah, so what was my point? Oh, it's already happening. Crap. You know, I cut a full onion the other day with not one tear shed. Like, it was so easy, and I don't know how I did it, but right now it's not happening for me. Oh. Okay. Keep focused. Jesus, help me get through the onion cutting. Yeah, so we were a bit challenged. Okay, I need to step away from the onions. I'm still talking, guys, I'm still here. Yeah, so we were challenged, for sure, personally, and just issues were coming up that we thought we had resolved, and you know, we were just kind of exhausted by the time we got back. But again, this strange season that I think God is taking me in is He's really getting me to take a look at myself. And you know, God is all about character development and personal development. And the trip really made me look hard at myself in the fact that who I am and what mood I'm in and how I'm looking after myself affects all my relationships with other people. And how can I be a great witness to God and show everyone the good that He's done in my life when I'm not taking care of myself? You know what I mean? So when we came back, I was just so exhausted because I just felt like I've had this great 2 years of marriage. I'm not smoking weed anymore. I'm not drinking that much. I'm in my own house. You know, life was looking really cool. Like, yes, like I'm in this new stage. I'm ready to have babies. But of course, every time I think I'm in control of my life and that I know what's going on, God kind of spins it around and puts me in this strange place, and I just think, okay, I'm not in control at all. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what He's trying to put me through. So, you know, it really made me look at myself while I was over there and made me see that to be a good wife and a good friend and a good daughter and a good sister and eventually a good mother, I need to take care of myself mentally and physically, and that includes eating healthier, because if you know me, I've been very petite and skinny most of my life, which sounds awesome to a lot of girls who are probably like, damn you can eat whatever you want. But it's put a toll on my health and my skin. I have really bad, if I eat too much dairy, too many carbs, too much sugar, my skin just freaks out. I break out, and I have like gut issues, bacteria issues. And so I've been trying to make and I sleep in a lot. I work night shift, and it's ruined my sleeping. I can't get up early and have a nice day with my husband because I sleep in. He's up at like 6 a.m. and I get up at like 10:30 earliest, unless I have an alarm set, and it's stopping me from stepping out of my shell and being a good wife because I'm not doing these things. So I tried to make a conscious effort when I came back, and this helped a little bit because the time difference there was 2-hour time difference in New Zealand, so I was going to bed earlier over there because I didn't have to work, so I was getting tired earlier and waking up earlier. And it continued when I got back here for the first few days until I started working again, and I noticed I'm going back to bed at like 2-3 in the morning and waking up at like 10:30 earliest. Sometimes later. And I'm just like, I think he's just trying to show me that even though it's hard, it's not easy, I can do better. And I should be trying to do better, especially at this age. You know, I'm 28 next month. And if I want to be a mum, I have to do better. I have to try harder, I have to be stronger. Because if I'm finding this stuff challenging, how the heck am I going to get through, you know, spiritual warfare and the end times? I don't know, I'm really kind of, I feel like he's putting a magnifying glass on who I am deep down. And, you know, everyone likes to think of themselves as the nice one and the hero. No one thinks they're doing anything wrong. No one thinks they're doing the wrong thing. People always stick up for themselves, you know. We are our own best friend and our own enemy. So I was in denial. I have been in denial. Like, I know what my problems are, but I always try to justify them and try to get out of why I shouldn't have to change. And it's not fair on Trav, and it's not fair on the people that are around me, because I can do better. And I want to be able to set an example one day for my children. And how can I do that if I just don't ever change? So yeah, I'm going through this season right now with God where he's just showing me, you know, I need to be the bigger person. So what if there are bullies in my life? So what if I have a hard time at work? So what if I'm tired and I don't want to wake up early? Like, everyone feels that. I'm not like the only one in the world. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to focus on my dinner as well, because I'm just going to be chopping my fingers soon. Broccoli, onion. So that's another thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not eat out as much, because Trav and I have been in our own home for almost a year, and I've found, like, while it's been so great, I have been so unhealthy. Like, eating out, I live right next to a McDonald's, and it is so hard when I finish work at like 10ish at night and I haven't made dinner. I'll go to the McDonald's. I'll go somewhere like that's not healthy for me. Sorry, I'm just chucking this food out. Tomatoes, onions, broccoli. I've been trying to make healthier dinners. I've tried to, you know, do a shopping list that I can use all these healthier ingredients. One, to show Trav that I can cook and I can be a good wife, but to look after myself as well. You know, something that we discussed while we were away in New Zealand was, what do we find attractive in each other? And one thing that Trav finds attractive is when I am looking after myself, when I'm being proactive, when I'm moving, when I'm not, you know, when I'm making the best of annoying situations, when I'm trying to better myself, when I'm becoming more independent, when I'm doing things for myself and not relying on others. And these are things that don't come naturally to me, and I feel like God is showing me that yes, like, obviously I need to depend first on God. He is the one that gets me up every day and carries me through the entire day. Like, I cannot get through my life without God telling me what to do. But at the same time, it's taken me a long time to grow up. Like, my sister, my baby sister, she's the youngest in the family, and it's like she was born to be an adult. Like, she just knows how to do everything and doesn't find excuses. She just gets up, gets on with her day, and she's just like a boss. I was gonna say B-I-T-C-H, like, don't want to swear. She's just like nothing phases her. Like, she's just so tough. And I am the oldest, and I'm meant to be, you know, she should be looking up to me, and it's like the other way around. I follow her, like I see what she's doing, and it's taken me a long time to become an adult, I feel like, and it's something that God is trying to show me that it's time to grow up. It's time to make better decisions. It's time to make healthier choices. I need to look after my temple, right? He lives inside of us. His spirit is inside of me, and I should be taking care of myself. I need to get these things happening. All right, I'm just getting a pan. Sorry. I'm gonna use the bigger one. Yes. We're gonna go on this one. Here. Yeah, so I thought I had a topic to this video. I actually kind of did. I wanted to make the title of this video "Happy Wife, Happy Life?" because I am very old-fashioned. I'm not into this whole thing. You know, for the last, I think, like 20 years, there's a massive agenda being pushed for females being the leaders of their life, and I'm all for being an empowered woman, but I'm very traditional and agree with the biblical standard that the male should be the head of the family. He should be the head. It goes God, the husband, the wife, the children, and I believe in that, and I'm happy for my husband to have that role. Oh, I had a point. What was my point? Oh, I forgot where I was going with this. I don't know where I was going with that, but basically I'm just happy wife, happy life, right? So I was going to title that with a question mark because I'm trying to show that I'm not trying to be the leader of everything here, but to have a healthier and happier life with God, with others, with my husband, I need to be looking after myself. So in essence, yes, I think happy wife, happy life is what I was trying to get at. So I'm just gonna heat up. You know, and I always want to make these videos, not to just like whinge to people, but you know, I've been writing in a journal since I was like 7 years old, and it's how I would always vent and get my thoughts out. And since becoming a Christian, I don't really write in my diary anymore because I try and turn it all into a prayer and lift it up to God, because I prefer Him hear it than it just go on a bit of paper. But doing these videos, it's very therapeutic for me because I'm letting out what I need to say with no fear of judgment, and you know, no one's really replying to me and interrupting me, so I'm able to just say everything I want in the hopes that someone can hear, give feedback, or can feel relatable to me. Let's turn on the stove. Right, so I'm gonna do the onions first. Sorry guys if you can't hear me, I'm just popping stuff on the stove. So I'm trying to make and obviously I'm kind of a freak with pasta, like that's all I eat. All I eat is carbs, and Trav is like the opposite. He very anti-carb. So I'm trying to make like a veggie spaghetti bolognese, and I'll do the pasta separate so he doesn't even have to eat that. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've been watching for the last pretty much my entire Christian journey has been, I don't know, God works really strange with me. It's like he works backwards. Instead of starting with like the small things and working his way up into the bigger and crazier things, it's like he has, it's like he has started in my life with the huge things, and then it's gone down levels into the smallest minute parts of myself that I didn't even know were there, because obviously he can see everything in me that I don't even know is there yet. He's like I've said before, he's pruning me, like pruning the weeds out of my life one by one, but he's just done it so strange in my life. He has done it like backwards. Like for me it was all about conspiracies, the one world, new world order, the like just all the crazy things about the reality of the world, and I was all for it, believing in all of it, and it hasn't shocked me really. And now he's gone all these levels down to just me, and what do I need to get out of my life, and how can I be a better person. And you know, I started out watching other people's YouTubes after I'd read the Bible once. I thought, okay, like now what do I do? You know, do I go to church, try the church thing out, still don't go to church. I watch a church online, I talk about Jesus with multiple people, and I try and have church that way, but I don't go to a physical building anymore. After I read the Bible, I thought, okay, I need to learn off someone else who's gone through this journey before me, because I want to hear their experiences. And for the last few years, that's what I've done. I've found the people that I feel like are trustworthy and are real Christians, showing their different ways of learning. Like I watch Three Hearts Church, always have. That's my number one go-to. It's my online church that I support. I now watch Rachel Stevens, Crack Your Bible, another great strong female who I look up to. Stephen Bancars, who else? Michael Criswell. There's so many. You know, I was watching The Vigilant Christian. Vigilant Christian. Mike on Point Preparedness. Who's the other one that I love? Oh, there's so many more, but you know, like I felt like these were the people lifting me up and helping me learn about how to project everything I was going through out to the world and how to share it with people. And now it's like I've soaked up so much info from all of them that I just need to go back to basics. It's like, he always does this with me. He takes me all the way into like one area and then pulls me back to things that I thought I'd figured out and that I haven't. And it's always like the small, simple things that are kind of the hardest for me to like digest. So yeah, I feel like I'm reading the Bible now for the 4th time. I'm up to Matthew. So I've gone through all the nitty gritty and I'm up to like, you know, the pure message of Jesus, you know, where you can see in the red writing Jesus's words. I'm up to that part, and it's just really showing me I don't really know myself. Like I do and I don't. Just every day I have all these questions that I know I probably don't need to know the answer to, and then God just keeps showing me, no, we need to get this out of you first. no, you're not ready for that yet. No, I'm still keeping you here, ... because, I've been at my job for so long, nearly 10 years. Like, I just, I've studied a few things and come back from them. And he's still kept me at this one company. And I get so sad and like angry sometimes, because I just think, what is my purpose here? Why are you keeping me here still? Like, who am I here for? But I trust God completely, and if he wants me to stay there, then that's where I'll be. I keep getting to this point at the end of the night where I think, where do you want me to live, God? Where do you want me to work, God? Who do you want me to speak to? What is my purpose? Why am I here? How can I work for the kingdom of God? How can I help you save souls? How can I be better? And I just, you always want the answer there and now. You want to hear a voice being like, this is what you do, Cassie. But like, he shows me in strange, different ways that a lot of the time the problem is me, and I need to work on myself. I'm going through right now like this season in my life where I've found most of my life I've been a doormat. Like, I let people walk over me, I let people manipulate me, I let people speak to me a certain way, and I always turn the other cheek. I always give them a nice reply, and it like breaks me inside. I'm like a ticking time bomb. I just have all of this stuff stirring inside of me from like past hurt from people that I want to let out, but at the same time it's just like, it's my own issue and no one can fix it. I have to either vent it out with particular people, or I need to just move on, and forgive really is like what it comes down to, because Jesus won't forgive us of our sins if we can't forgive other people. And I just find it so hard to let go of what people have done to me and how they make me feel. Yeah, it's a tough one for me, really letting it go. And I always think I have, and I go to prayer straight away and I pray for my enemies. I always pray for the people that make me feel like I'm this big, because I don't know what else to do, and I'm never going to confront them by the looks of it at this point in my life. I always just chuck it under the rug. Like, I never say it to them. So I pray for them. Oh my gosh, this video has gone on for 28 minutes. I've probably just been ranting. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't know, I thought my life was headed in a certain way. Right now, I thought I've gone through this transition, I'm ready to buy a house, I'm ready to have a baby, and it's just, God sort of got me in his hand right now, like, we're not quite there yet. I've got more for you to learn. You need to hang in there a bit longer, you need to go through these things first. So, I don't know, I'm just going to try and focus on my prayer life. I really need to get used to praying as soon as I wake up, instead of going on Instagram, going on my phone, instead of watching Netflix at night. I need to pray. I need to talk to God like he's right there in front of me. I need to read more of the Bible. I just need to reflect more, and I need to try and be better every day and just let the past go and not worry about the future. I think God says let tomorrow worry about itself. You've got enough anxiety and crap going on today, let tomorrow worry about itself. Just chill. You've got everything you need. You've got food, shelter, clothing, family. You know, I've got everything I need, and I just need to be okay with that. So yeah, I actually feel better after like letting all of that out. I don't know. I don't know where my life is taking me, and I think that's just like scary sometimes, and I freak out and I get like sad, and I just don't know like how to feel about it and who to talk to about it. Sometimes, you know, speaking to God is always important, but I feel like I need to get it out to people as well, and get advice from people as well. So yeah, I'll try and think of another topic to talk about, and until then I will just keep working on myself as best I can.